What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and fellow hobbyists, and welcome to On The Bench Repeat, the series you put on in the background as your hobby or paint along with me. Now, today on my bench I've got the Blackstone Fortress Traitor Guard. I've been finishing off my kill team Space Wolves. Got to do their weapons. And I've still got AdMech, and I've got other things to do as well in case I get distracted. Poxwalkers, a couple of X tutorials I was doing, and various other things. So let's head on over to the bench. Alright, here we are, finally on my bench. I say finally because it's taken me a while to get going today. Anyways, here now. Couldn't find my Abaddon Black, so I've gone for my old Chaos Black. Needs a bit of a shake up, and I'll apply some to my palette. Chaos Black. Right, so that's that. I will apply a couple drops of drying retarder. That's one thing I will do. If I just clean my brush off for a moment, I'm going to add some Lamaeum medium to it too. I was thinking I might try out one of those Citadel water pots that they have. You know, see if they're any good, see if they clean your brushes off any better. Right, so that's behaving strangely. No, never mind. Strange indeed. Right, I've got a character brush here. That should be good enough to progress. I'm hoping to get a call from the range sometime. Could be today, could be some other time. But about a chair. I've ordered a new chair. Yes, it's behaving very strangely. That's okay. Yeah, it's going on weird. In fact, so weird, in fact, I'm going to scrub it. Scrub it from memory. And what I'm going to do is open my new Chaos Black, my new Abaddon Black, because I don't know, that one's just behaving weirdly. Maybe it's past its prime, it's had one too many drying retarders put in it. Could be. So brand new. Abaddon Black, and what I'll do is I'll put a blob of Lamaeum medium on first, then I'll scoop some out. That's behaving a bit better. Have a touch more water. Yeah, that's better. See, that's behaving more like a paint should. And we'll try again. Okay, so then we can finally get going. Let's bring my palette in a bit closer to me, and I can talk to you guys. So, what's going on? You know, lovely people. What's going on in your hobby life? How's your projects shaping up? I had a question. Basically, I did an on the bench yesterday, but the file corrupted. And that's on my old camera. Not so much the camera. I fear it's the like the memory card, the SD card. I think it's just I think there's only so many times you can use an SD card before it starts going weird, to be honest. And yeah, I think we reached the end of it on that one. I think I'd reached the end of it on the old one. I think with the newer one it was a case of a cheap SD card. So I think that was what the problem was. Wherever I go, I'm always almost off camera. Just trying to paint the barrel nozzle. I used to drill them out. I'm not accurate enough these days to do it anymore, so I have to paint, which is okay because you can always drill them out later if you so wish, but once you've drilled them out you can't undrill them, can you? So that's why I go that route. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I like that a lot, sir. A lot. I do also have to do the backs of their knees as that as well to take into consideration. I've done some further highlights to the shoulder pads, shoulders of pauldrons, I don't know, whatever they're called. That will be good. Yeah, alright. So as you can see, I'm still doing my kills. It's because I don't get much time anymore to paint, which is, you know, it's sad, it's a shame. But real life has forced me to work a job that takes up a lot of my time. I'm sorry to say. I mean, nobody likes working, do they? But, you know, got to pay the bills and all that good stuff. So, yeah. What else was I going to say? Yes, so it's the... If I highlight these weapons, then I'll be close. Do the backs of their knees. I will be close to finishing them. I watched a bat rep, Custodes versus Orcs today. It was actually. It was actually put out by Aegis Brand Studios. Check them out. I'm actually preferring the smaller skirmish type bat reps these days. I feel I can become invested more into them, and you know, not lose my way as such, not get distracted. Right. Yeah, just put some highlights on these after. It should be good. Here we go. I'll probably do the backs of their knees next though. Looking good, sir. Looking good. Right. That's the third one. Fourth one. I've got my cup of tea. I'm alright. I'll be good to go. Right, so yes, going back to the phone call, the range. I've ordered a new office chair for me to sit in where I'm sat now. This chair tends to give me backache. So it was second hand and I had it anyway. It's way past its prime. I just need a nice comfy chair in which to paint from and make videos. And that'll be good. Last one. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, bless me. Those of you that know me well enough know I hate sneezing with a passion. I mean, I really, really hate it. Ugh. I'm a bit disappointed I haven't heard about a couple of the jobs I've applied for. One in particular, a library. A bit disappointed about not hearing about that. Yeah. That would have suited me quite well. Yes, quite well indeed. Right. There we go. Try and keep my new palette as clean as I can for as long as I can. The other one's in quite the state. I've had to take it indoors for me to sort out. I'll sort that out later. Oh, set my timer going. I do have a timer. It's on there. But right. So these guys are shaping up well. Now, I'm gonna have a sip of tea. Oh, it's been a bit of a thing for me lately. To be honest, I've job wise, my wife's got herself sorted with the job she wants. And actually going back to somewhere she used to work. So now I've got to do the same. I'm not cut up for a job I'm doing for a long time. I'm just gonna have a look at my greys. Thinking, what have we got here? Give my dark. Grey green, maybe grey green, grey green and green grey. Black grey is the other one. I've got brown grey somewhere. Yeah. Do I go? Yes. I think I'm going to go London Grey. Yeah, so that's a turn up for the books. London Grey for the backs of their legs. On the inside. And then I'm going to what's the word? Wash them. Right, so I want heavy helping of remain medium. So 1, 2, 3, about 3 to 1 to the remain medium. Okay, so do I switch to a different brush? Yeah, go to a detail brush. I've started making my beholders, or my attempts at my beholders. Right, so this is a London Grey. And I will be putting a wash over the top of these. It's also, I realised, for their elbows as well, or the insides of their elbows. I think the kids are off school this week, which is why I can hear my neighbours shouting around. Oh, I'd love to live somewhere with no neighbours. I really would. I find them quite irritating. Quite trying, yeah. Right, nothing here. So kill team looking good. If I dare comment on it, I'd say kill team looks great. Loving the look of kill team. I'm gonna have to brush up on the rules on kill team. My friend's quite open-minded about rules, as long as it's not obvious, like, or doesn't seem like an obvious cheating motion going on. He's quite open to, like, oh yeah, by the way, you got to do that. I didn't realise that. That's okay. You know, if that's the rules, that's the rules. We can house rule as well. Quite good between us. I mean, sure, we're competitive, but only on a friendly stance. So we'll be alright with the rules. Right, so that's 2 down. Right. I've finished watching Cobra Kai season 2, so oh man, was that good. So good. Looking forward now to season 3. Sorry about my sniffing. I may have to blow my nose in a moment. Yeah, the ending of Cobra Kai season 2. I wasn't expecting. I won't give any spoilers away, but what I will say is it's a lot darker than I was expecting. I was expecting more. I don't know what I was expecting. More light-hearted ending, I suppose. Yeah. No good. Guys, I'm going to have to blow my nose. I'm so sorry. There we are. That's better. Right, now. Where was I? I've done him. Okay. Last one. So, yeah, so on a kill team, I don't know how many points this is. 5-man. Whatever they are, these Primaris Marines. I get confused between the different names. But the bat rep I saw, Leland only had 3 model count, 3 custodes. Is it custodes or custodies? I don't know. Or does it not matter really? There. Kill the team. Right. I'm not gonna revisit that. So back to these. So I killed. I've got one. I need to put some bit of glaze on there. A little bit of glaze. Washers and glazes. There's my glaze. There we are. Lamenter's yellow. Let's give this a bit of a shake. So, what else? Oh, I see White Dwarf is moving to like a mid-month publication. It's probably out now, but I've not been able to get it for a while, which is a bit annoying. It's the time I need to get it as well. So if I put this, I was just trying to correct something I did earlier. So just hoping I can pop this glaze on, and it's looking quite good. Excellent. Just had a little sniff of my glaze, and it definitely smells much different to a contrast pink, and yet similar in property. Very strange, very, very strange. So I think so to do a grey highlighting maybe of the guns. I think Longbird grey is probably too light, I'm not sure. I don't know. So all I've got to do is to wash in the backs of the recesses of their legs and arms and their guns. Highlight. They're done. I'm calling them done. Oh, there's a piece on his head I might like to do. Okay, so while I'm thinking about those, let's move those to one side a moment. What did I do? What did I do with that guy I picked up just now? He's over there. That's alright. So I've got Gene Stealer Cult for Kill Team already done as well. So they can fight those quite happily. I'd like to set up my Space Hulk tiles as well, make a bit of a board with that. I may even get an old copy of old Space Hulk and make a game board with the tiles, like a makeshift gaming board. I think would be quite good. Oh dear. I just like the corridors and things. I like the look of that. So, Traitor Guard. Let's have a look here. Is there anything that can be well, I was going to say, is there anything that can be what's the word when you paint a lot? Production lined on these guys now. I'm not sure if there is or not. Right. Do some rack off flesh for the robes. Might do that. Yes, we might do that. Rack off flesh for their robes might be good. So I've got so many other hostiles I get through that I can play Blackstone Fortress, and I can play that on my own because it's, you know, it's for solo play as well because it's a co-op game. Awesome. Don't need to arrange with anybody. But time's coming over as I just set it up and play to my heart's content in future. I've also got a couple of extra tutorials which I'm working on. I've got 5 Death Guard done as well. Death Watch, sorry, not Death Guard. There's always death in the name somewhere, isn't there? Death Watch. I've got another 5 to do. So, they could possibly be done as a kill team. Well, they are a kill team, but they're not Primaris, so that, I don't know, it might be alright. Anyway. I want to get these guys done. So I'm going to have a look at these models. So cloaks. He needs his fur highlighting up a bit there, so let's look at some brown. It's a meshy desert. Might be too light. Talon sand. I think maybe Talon sand. Anybody else got cloaks? Well, I don't mean cloaks. I mean fur. Bits of fur on them. And the other guys just have the ordinary cloaks, as it were. Right. Okay. So it's just these 4. I'll get these done. I think we'll be alright. We will be good. So no need to thin down the paints as it's a dry brush. I'm just going to wipe off as much as possible and start to dry brush over the fur. It looks quite good, I think. Just looking at his arm there, he's actually got a purity seal. So I might do something with that. What could I do with a purity seal? But yeah, this is fur done on him. Little bit of fur on him, not too much. Once I get these fur cloaks done, I can concentrate on the other guys, the normal cloaks. So again, same pose, so he's got a purity seal as well or something. I need to, I don't know. So I just keep them as they were, or I think so. I think so. There, these fur cloaks are looking all right, actually. I think they're looking all right anyway. They're good enough for me, so that's all that matters, really. Right, okay. Sorry I'm not that talkative today. I'm just a little bit meh because it's my week off, which is great, but I'm suffering because I'm in a lot of pain. I'll be honest with you, I'm in quite a bit of pain. More today than I was yesterday or the day before. Don't know why. I haven't done anything. But yeah, kind of woke up like I hate it when that happens. That usually happens on my days off. One of the first days, like I'm in a bit of agony and I can't do anything, which is irritating. Right. Okay. Right, I think rack off flesh now for the other cloaks. The other cloaks and the bits of cloth and whatnot. Just gonna wash them over up. Use a bit of Lamium medium with these. Also, 1, 2, three blobs of lamium medium. Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty nice. Okay, go back to detail brush. Picking up this first one. I'm not even sure if he's got any oh, he might have. Yeah, got to do some more green as well on the shoulder guards. Got a little bit. Oh. Block that in. Oh dear, so I've got a few more figures as well to paint sometime for my Dungeons and Dragons escapades, and I'm hoping to make this beholder. Yeah, trying to make a beholder out of a couple of my dog's toys, his balls, plastic balls that a ping pong ball would be better, but these are bigger, so these are kind of a test really more than anything. I'll just make sure these other dudes don't have any other bits of cloth hanging down that might need any attention. Don't think so, but we can do the purity seals though. So I've done the explorers long ago, the characters, the player characters for this. I like that you can use these in Blackstone Fortress or Warhammer 40k. I like that. I don't know if it works the same for the like the fantasy version. I suspect it does. I suspect greatly that it does. I suspect that you can use them in their boxed games or in Age of Sigmar. No, heck, I've got Chaos Beastmen to paint up yet. May even get to try my contrast paints. I will be using the contrast paints on the Space Marine, Chaos Space Marine. I shall be using Black Templar contrast paint on them. I also want to try those contrast paints out on Reaper miniatures. See if they work on a Reaper miniature that's not been primed. That'd be quite funny. Be hilarious actually. Be worth doing. I want to try them on metallics. You know, all sorts really. My wife's relieved that she's got her job situation sorted out, and I'm relieved too. I'm relieved for her. Nothing worse than having a horrible job that you do not like, you can't stand. One of those jobs that you dread going into. Oh, it's just soul destroying, aren't they? Right. That's looking alright, I think this. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking alright. Okay, my man, he's got like a face bandana over his face. I do prefer this camera angle, I gotta be honest. Certainly easier to work with. Yeah. Means I don't kick the tripod. Or if I did, it would make a difference to the camera. Because it's not on the tripod. Well, these cloaks are going on alright. Do I have anything else to tell you? So I've told you about my chair. You know I didn't get that other job at that factory. Shame on them. Shame on them. But I have applied for, like I say, I've applied for the jobs. I've got another factory job which I'm waiting to hear a refusal about. Couple actually. Yeah, I'd like to get settled in a job that I know I'll be able to do for long term. Because like I say, the job I got now, I'll not be able to do that for a long time. There's going to come a time where I can't get down on my knees anymore. Lift up the heavy stuff anymore. My MS ridden body will be too knackered to do it. Yeah. So it's, I mean, it's all very well now, doing the job that I do now, but I worry for the future. I do worry. Be lying if I said I wasn't worried. I just don't know what I'm going to do when the day comes I cannot physically do the job that I do now anymore. I mean, yeah, you're protected in the law, disability, all that, but it's a fight, and it's not a stress-free one either. It's pretty stressful to get anywhere these days with anything. And I just don't want all that. Don't want the aggro, you know? Who needs it? That's what I say. Who needs it? Who needs the aggro, right? Yeah, I'll do some green on their shoulder pads, I think. Yeah. Well, big cloaks. Big cloak. This is the biggest one. This is the dude that's got the biggest cloak. I'd like a job where I can dress smart for work. Certainly can't do that at the moment. Where I could dress smart for work, be quite comfortable, you know, sit down a lot of the time, maybe at a desk. You know, a nice office or something. Oh, that'd be great. That would be heaven sent. It would, honestly. If only. I just need employers to look past the MS thing. Give me a go. I mean, I'm eternally grateful that Sainsbury's gave me a go. But it's just, you know, I know I'm not going to be able to do it for very long, which is, you know, a shame. I'm thinking about it, this dude might have the biggest cloak area. Wonder if I'll live long enough to retire. That would be nice. I know it's a bit morbid sounding, but you know, my dad didn't live long enough to retire. Poor bugger. Worked all his life and died at the age of 64. I mean, I don't want to die before my time. I don't want to die in agony either. I would like to get some retirement in, you know. I have an uncle. He's been retired a long time. He's having a lovely retirement, you know. It's he's had a long time. I would like that. I suppose we can't all have what we want. I just get sick of struggling, you know, don't you? Struggling through life. Oh, this is a morbid subject, so I do apologise. Call it the moaning episode. So I'm moaning about life. I'm moaning. There's always someone worse off, so I shouldn't moan. But damn, I just get so frustrated at times. He needs his face doing though. So he does need that. Oh, that's alright. Okay, last one then. Last big ass cloaky thing to do. I'd say I'm not a huge fan of cloaks. Painting them. I mean, I love painting all stuff, but you know, some less so than others. Not, I mean, it's, like I say, it's all right, but yeah, it's just. I love painting skin, although I'm not very good at it. Although now with the now I have the contrast paints in my arsenal, that will be a lot easier for me from now on, which is good. Which is very good. Because essentially it cuts out a couple of steps. That's essentially what it does. I shall have to see how long I've been going. 52 minutes, something like that. Right, well, I'll have to call this at the end of this. And I haven't really spoken about much, have I? Just been moaning. A bit of moaning ensues. Sorry about that, but this is really more of a test to see if my new SD card is doing its job or not. If it's freezing, then I have another problem, which is not good. Right. Oh yeah, he's got a face bandana too. Right. Just touch up him where I know I've forgotten to paint it in. Go, right, okay, so that's these guys all done. Well, with that stage, you know what I mean. Yeah, my bar of soap. Clean off my brush on my bar of soap. Nice lava. Lather it up. This one. There, that's that. So my Blackstone Fortress guys, I've had a bit of work done on them. I think apart from some skulls, like a couple of bone areas, and some more armour and leather, I think they're nearly done. Nearly done. And my kill team, of course. So that's what I worked on today, and I'm happy about that. Right, okay, so I'm going to end it here. I'm not going to do the outros like I used to because it's too much of a pain just to change with the camera. It's screwed to this magic arm basically, so I'm going to just say goodbye here. But before I go, I will say let me know what you're working on in the comments below if you wouldn't mind. I do appreciate that, of course. As you know, I love reading those. And yeah, you know, if you feel like supporting my channel at all, please head on over to Patreon and consider becoming a patron, where you'll have access to exclusive videos for a mere $1 or equivalent thereof per month. So there you go. That's it. All that leaves me to say is remember, all brushes lead to war, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Bye bye.